Yeah, no, seriously. If he didn't have the positive bonus, you could go back and watch that. Just how much the leader was going, weep, because it became his new health bar. Like,
wow. Would have thought we would have gotten a little bit of an ad break to plug the TGS Strive Open coming up, $1,000 as well as Pinnacle to follow. But we're right in the game. Hopefully we'll get to see these players there. Walk up throw. Respect my grab pressure. I am Ram without hear me grab.
Grand finals of your August 17th Guilty Gear Strive Weekly. Before our mega one that'll be happening on the 29th. I can't wait.
Alright, Mysterious Stranger has done this one. We saw the very, very impressive series that happened up winner's bracket. It was a 3-1. Now, Solstice warmed up, angry, got the sword pressure, and takes a very aggressive perfect in round 1 off of what was essentially round start throw. Respect my button.
Yeah, that was a really angry round. Like, I've never seen Solstice that aggressive. I feel like his match with Breaker Dave really opened his eyes to saying, you know what? Maybe I can turn up the beat a little bit. Let's crank this tempo a little bit faster. But maybe not always the best option when you're fighting a mysterious stranger who's extremely good at calling out options just like that.
Yeah, blocks a burst, turns it into half HP, full wall break, now has a lot of pressure to set things up, cat scratch to defend on the air-to-air, and I hope we see Solstice rely on jump heavy slash a little bit more, just because of how many options it covers in terms of pressure. Double dust.
Nothing with the H. It's sort of deal with that button from Ram. If she's above you and hits the H, I mean, it's almost like Chip 2K at that point. Like, there's not really many other buttons to actually deal with it.
And I don't think we've seen another air choice, like no jump slashes, just all cat scratch to match the air. Second low tech we've seen, but free round because you can't burst when she's on the other side of the screen throwing plus frame swords at you.
Yeah.
Yo, why are those things plus? Why are they plus?
The dog. I blame the dog.
Yo, no. It is not the dog's fault that those swords are plus.
It's definitely the dog's fault.
Do not bring the dog into this. The dog.
If she didn't have the dog, the swords would be negative. She'd be a much worse character, but the dog gives her strength.
The dog might be OP, but that is a bad verse coming out from the Mysterious Stranger.
It's been 4 seconds? 5 seconds?
Lost in the Ramlethal sauce. That happens. You get caught up in those explosions. There's sound effects everywhere.
That was a 15-second round.
Yeah, and another moment where we saw the respect my buttons throw. And what I mean by that, if you guys are unfamiliar, is Ramlethal's right throw game is like Souls. It's so good because you have to beware the buttons. It's so hard to check because of things like R slash.
What a DP bait too. Stranger, I think for the first time, has had DP baited in a while.
I think Stranger might be getting a little bit frustrated after all those perfect rounds, after all that pressure, and is, in my opinion, playing too slow, which is leading into that throw pressure I just talked about. If you have to be afraid of far slash on round start, if you have to be afraid of, cat scratch or 6P, you see, instantly throughout the 2K, wanted to check the throw, or stand K, because thought one up throw was coming.
I have to say as well, on the side, we're 0-2 right now for Solstice, in losers bracket. Stranger sitting pretty in winners. While he may be looking frustrated, this could also be a very, very useful download set. You never know what could happen.
It could be. Well, this round will tell us a lot. If Stranger picks up this round, it's just starting to lay in serious pressure. Maybe it's not a download. Maybe it starts to become something you commit that mental, those mental resources to. But it's called out. I don't know about that burst. You gotta believe in this one.
I mean, believe he did, and gamble he won. All of a sudden, that round is Stranger for the cost of one burst.
Solstice, conservative with the burst, a long-term investor. Nope, because I might have bursted there. I probably would have.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Because at that point, we're at the first wins, and you're Ram. You have giant buttons. As pressure is solid. I have to say, look at the wrist.
Oh! You checked with 2 keys.
The wrist.
I was waiting. I'm waiting for the dust. The dust setup. Knew it was coming.
The wrist.
What was that spacing?
I'm trying to die.
God, what a controlled defensive round. From like Mysterious Stranger dropped the round, sure, but at least didn't reaction. Oh, that could have been better if he hadn't been fireballed.
Yeah, true. I mean, also, I want to set up that fireball, but at the same time, you don't always have time to set up every single situation that you want. You gotta go in with a meaty.
You know that Cat Scratch beats Fondue Arc?
You're kidding!
It just got called. It just got called out. It just got stopped.
I didn't notice it was Cat Scratch that beat it. I thought it was a different move.
Nope, went Cat Scratch into Stand K, and then Mysterious Stranger, turned it around with pressure, but it got stopped.
Right.
Like, if Solstice realizes that timing is possible, and I don't know the timing of that, I have no idea how tight that is. That could just be one more way that Solstice starts to just end the pressure. We do see Mysterious Stranger take back a game. Looks like we've got some minor connection issues, but in the meantime, we can discuss the finer points, the nuances of the TGS Open coming out later this month.
It's time.
I'm super hyped. Either I'll play it and I'll get smoked, or I'll definitely be there watching it. But it's $1,000 tournament, free to enter.
Again,
$1,000. Get in now, because I'm sure that plenty of great players who, plenty of the guys who made great work happen at EVO, all the players who are playing in all the tournaments that happen so regularly across the greater of North America, and plenty coming in, I expect, from Mexico. I know there was a Mexican player in the bracket today.
Mike Saftig.
Yeah. Yep. So make sure you guys are signed up and getting ready for that. And to follow that up, if you are just using it as a warm-up, hope to see you all over at Pinnacle.
Pinnacle, baby.
Massive tournament going on across a wide variety of games, not just Guilty Gear, even though, Guilty Gear #1, Smash Bros, Street Fighter, even some Marvel vs. Capcom, some Melty Blood for those of you
Dragon Ball, baby.
Are interested. Dragon Ball. I wish I could go. I'd get to go play some Blaze Blue and some Grand Blue. I've recently started to try and mess around a little bit in Blaze Blue Central Fiction. Not my most impressive gameplay, but it's got pretty much everything.
It's a hard game.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a hard game. But Pinnacle's got everything. Go to tgs.gg/pinnacle to sign up. Make sure you're ready, because that $30,000 could be yours.
Oh yeah. I mean, not to mention, I went to Pinnacle 2019. That was by far one of the best tournaments I've been to in a while. 2021 in the Vancouver Convention Center?
I have never been. I cannot attest.
I haven't been either, but I went for my vaccine there, and the venue, I'm just waiting to see it. Full of people, ready to game, full of setups down the line, merchants selling that fantastic art, everything you could imagine that you want at your local tournament happening at this major. It's going to be sick, truly. I cannot stress enough how good this tournament's going to be. I'm so hyped.
Yeah, so if you guys are interested in Pinnacle, make sure to go check it out. Make sure you start your plans now. Do not wait. Set that travel plan. Do whatever you need to do so that you can get there safely, because it's going to be a very, very good time. And, I'm just hyped that we get more big Guilty Gear tournaments going on. I won't throw shade on any other games, but really it's all about the Guilty Gear.
Now, speaking of setups real quick, I see you have a couple mics in around there. I see your mic is also in the camera, as you see. I can see it. You can see mine a little bit too. But you need a new setup, possibly?
I could use a new mic.
Maybe you could think about it. Maybe you could think about it if you're looking for the final piece for your work from home or gaming setup. You can go over to Kanto and check it out. You can find everything you need right there for your best workstation or battle station at kantoliving.com. You can check out their monitor mounts, speakers, and stands today. It'll be fantastic.
All right, so looks like we got disconnected, but they kept going. And
what's the score now?
The reset. It is now 0-0 in the reset. Solstice brought it back. So we don't know what went down, We know where we're at right now, and it is Solstice just with the 2S, bro.
What a counter.
God, the pressure. Solstice playing like a soul, playing like those buttons are all plus.
I gotta say real quick, for the situation, I was waiting for this reset to happen because I was waiting for Stranger to lose.
Yo, Fondue Arc is checkable with Cat Scratch.
The main reason I'm waiting for Stranger to lose this reset, not the first reset I mean, not this one, is that when you're in winners, you want to, if you're not going to get that immediate 3-0 run back, just lose it so you can get back to 0-0. Why not, right? You have the lead, you have an extra life, it's much better for your stamina. For your stamina-wise, you definitely don't want to run all those matches just to lose and have a reset.
I mean, we're looking at a throw loop series. Dear God. Series Stranger, after being put in the corner, got a reversal throw and then just kind of took control.
I mean, obviously, whatever Stranger learned from that last match, it's helpful.
Oh yeah. But I mean, ooh, good jump. To just get out of the sword pressure. Yo, Solstice has realized that the check is there.
Yeah.
I don't know if another Fondue Arc is ever gonna land.
And the crazy part is, they both do it. They both do these checks.
Finally, a DP comes in.
I mean, Kai has a little finger poke, and Ram has a cat scratch. We'll see which one can win out in this matchup.
Yo, I just imagine that Kai's like touching something hot, like just a little
he's
bit.
He's like testing out the water above the pot. He's not looking in because he's too short.
Exactly. Kai's like making tea at home.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Oh, Dizzy wants a cup of tea, and then
like
just instantly it's just like
yeah.
Exactly. And I mean, that was a good turnaround by Mysterious Stranger to take control after what was a lot of progression, but
and a reset.
Yeah. Oh. A lot of the jab check choices, I think, are the best thing that Mysterious Stranger can do. Oh,
right.
That could have been way worse.
And honestly, right now, it's looking like the worst case scenario with that first spent, wall broken, positive bonus on Solstice's side. And you never know what could happen next at this point. Sword throw barely whiffs. No burst on deck. Chip knocking down small amounts of health. Stranger just getting that throw reversal. Doing anything he can to try and get a momentum started. And for the grab, but good jump out from Solstice.
The first jump K we've seen all game.
Boy. Get dunked on, kiddo. Solstice taking him first round of the second game.
Mysterious Stranger has proven the callouts are there. That's what we've been missing.
Yeah, we were waiting. So, this entire time, we've seen fairly patient, defensive Stranger make mistakes. Up until now. This Stranger right now is all of a sudden back to the wild child we've seen before.
Yeah, that was full. That was, I don't know if Mysterious Stranger's religious, but that was a full faith round. that was no science, all faith.
I believe. Always believe. In yourself, in your character, in your decisions.
Immediately into a standard ram without puts me in the corner. Ooh.
If you don't believe in your mix, your opponent won't either.
I mean, that was some good call out with the gold burst, but like now, a slow walk back looking for an opportunity. Carries to the corner. What the?
Into the check, but there it is, 1-1. This is looking scary. Stranger honestly was looking very strong after that reset, getting a ton of info from the previous games, but Solstice obviously showing that he too gained a lot of info about how Stranger likes to play.
XP on the jump in. Oh, air to air. We haven't seen this combo just because Solstice hasn't needed it, but that's half HP. That's nearly a round.
Yeah, and I think the biggest differential we've seen in this matchup so far is the damage output. You can see Stranger getting good hits, but not really taking away large percentages of Ram's health bar quite yet.
Go. Cat scratch air to airs. check all of the jump out. He's almost saw a good air throw there, but okay.
Throw
I mean, the
again.
corner throw pressure from
Throw again.
the Serious Stranger has been good. These quick checks into the pressure gets the kill.
I'm getting a bit of deja vu with a double grab. Just jump, whiff, jab, grab. Jump, whiff, jab, grab.
I mean, anything you can do to turn this into a strike throw battle honestly feels better for Mysterious Stranger based on how the rounds have gone. Every time the pressure has been deep in the corner, a reversal back throw has been the answer. The more throw game that Mysterious Stranger has been putting out, the better it goes. Air throw to keep him in the corner. Gets to ride the lightning. We'll have Oki on this.
Or a kill! I was just thinking, you said Oki, and I thought, that was a one hit into super. I feel like this might be around for Stranger. And it turns out, all of a sudden, Stranger is one game away from winning this grand final.
Well, I'm gonna need to return this calculator. This math ain't added up.
I mean, look at the health bar right now. What happened?
I mean, Mysterious Stranger turned it on. Kai's damage is fairly significant if you set up the right types of combos. You can get a lot off of one hit. The jab 6P into quarter circle back slash is a great, just low cost combo in terms of combo scaling. It gets a lot of corner carry, and we've seen 6Ps from Mysterious Stranger have been very good. The call out DPs starting to come out a little bit. Gold Burst coming out. Solstice gets the corner pressure.
There's the
Counter
burst.
Gold Burst.
I'm really liking how Stranger's playing right now. Up a game, just trying to end it. Just throwing out DPs, throwing out bursts, just saying, you know what, if I can get a lead right now, if I can win this right now, it'll be much better. I might be tiring out, opponent might be only picking up the pace, I don't know. But right now, have the lead. Let's win this.
The fewer chances you give a Ramothal to do what she wants, and simply due to the fact that the 6P quarter circle back slashes have been there, it shows so much in how this jab pressure has been, and a finishing throw coming out from Mysterious Stranger picks up the win.
What a grand finals, truly. I mean, it's almost like Update of the Future. Call me Raven, but Ranger loses the reset, and all of a sudden, download's complete. 3-1 win.
And I was on the doubting side of that. I'm usually of the opinion that if you're somebody who can kind of mentally check out of games and then bring yourself back into the zone, letting the set go longer, it's less of a thing in fighting games. But letting a set play out, not GGing out of a game in something like a League of Legends or a Counter-Strike, where you can use those rounds, you can take that time to just sit there and think. You take that time to just sit there, download your opponent, take your choices, as opposed to the mentality of, let's just get this over quick so we can reset and not waste our energy. Different method. We don't know how long it went. I would have assumed it had only gone one more match.
I think it was only one
fast
game
we got
when we
back
had that
into
PC,
it.
yeah.
So Mysterious Stranger, went down a little bit, pulled it back out. Impressive by Solstice to come out of loser's bracket feeling fired up.
Really,
instantly got massive control over the game. So, great play by all sides. The jab checks have been phenomenal. Sheska.
Beautiful from both players. Not only from Ram, the cat scratches over and over and over and over. So effective. But with Kai getting those pokes in, making sure that Ram can't just dash in whenever she wants. Making, really, the way Stranger uses pokes and the way Stranger uses pokes and the way that Solstice uses pokes is almost like Solstice is defensive and Stranger is more of a counter hit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, those were great games. But that's gonna wrap things up for us, guys. Thank you, everybody, for coming to this TGS weekly. Make sure you check out the TGS Open coming up. Make sure you're signing up and checking things for Pinnacle. I'm The Source. You can follow me on Twitter at TheSourceAL and see me rage about Anji and, how bad my buttons are, and hopefully I get a buff. Suplex, where can everybody find you?
Oh, truly, you can look right down there. My Twitter's right there at Suplex Plus. I've been making videos sometimes. Made a Valorant video recently. Maybe drop a little follow, drop a little subscription, and all of a sudden, maybe I'm making more content. We'll see what happens in the future. But for now, Twitter's right there. Twitch is also the same name. And I can't thank Game Stadium enough for this opportunity. This has been a great night of Guilty Gear so far. And I also have to thank, again, all of the players that came out today for showing up some great matches and having a good time. Because those look like some really fun matches for all the players, truly.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see all of them in the Open coming up and the following
Really?
tournaments. But
Compete for that money.
Be, gotta go get that bag. But that is gonna be it for us, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Thank you to all of our partners and TGS for putting this on, and we'll see you next time.
Have a great night, y'all.